everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. A couple of months ago, we did a pumpkin spice latte cupcake, and I got lots of requests to do another one. So I chose my favorite of the Christmas season, and we're doing a peppermint mocha cupcake. Let's get started. The ingredients to make the cupcakes are as follows. We're going to be using half a cup of butter. Now in my jar here, I have 2 teaspoons of espresso powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to need 1 egg. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract. We're going to be using half a cup of strong coffee, half a cup of milk, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. And for our sugars, we've got half a cup of white granulated and half a cup of brown. Flour is 1 1/3 cups. Now for decorating, we're going to be using white buttercream and then red and green gel paste, and then just some little green and red and white peppermints to top them off. So in my medium-sized bowl, I have the flour, and I'm going to add my espresso powder, the baking powder, baking soda, and the salt as well, and the cocoa powder all into the bowl. And then using a whisk, I'm just going to whisk it together and set it aside. I've switched to my stand mixer now, and in my bowl I have our butter, and I'm just going to cream that up. Once you've done a few revolutions of that, you can add in the sugars, and then you want the sugars and the butter to become nice and creamy. So the butter and sugar have come together nicely, so I'm just going to put the mixer on to low, and I'm going to add the egg and the peppermint extract. All the wet ingredients are combined, with the exception of the milk and the coffee, which I've mixed together in this container. And I'm going to put in about half of this dry mixture of the flour that we had sitting off to the side. So that's about that. And then I'm going to put it on to low, and I'm going to slowly add about half of the milk mixture. So I've got the first batch mixed together. Now I'm going to put the rest of the dry ingredients. And then again, put it on to low and add the remaining milk. Once your batter has been mixed together completely, we're going to fill our cups about 2/3 of amount full. Now they're just lined with paper liners here. And we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And these are going to bake for about 20 minutes. You might want to check them at 18 minutes just to make sure that they're completely finished. Once they're finished baking, you want to let them cool completely before we do the icing. So I'm going to be using the striping effect with the gel paste here. I've got the red and the green, and I've got 2 paintbrushes that I just use for food, and I've got my piping bag and a 1M tip at the bottom. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this gel paste, and then I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and then just wipe it up the side of the bag like that. Then switching to the green, I'm just going to do it on the opposite side of the bag and go from the tip all the way up. So that's the striping effect. Once I've got the bag striped, I'm ready to fill it with the buttercream. So I'm just taking my buttercream and a spoon, and then I just fill it as if I would normally. When you go to push it down, you just want to make sure that you use even pressure on all sides. Unwrap it there, and then just squeeze it down to the bottom of the bag. Once your cupcakes are cool and you've got your buttercream ready to go, you can start piping them onto the cupcakes. So I'm just going to squeeze and then just turn, and you can see the red and the green colors come through. So just putting some height in the center and then just rotating around it like that, all the way around. And you can see both of the colors pop right out, and they look really Christmassy. So you can put a little colored peppermint like that on top. You also might want to try putting a little bit of white chocolate drizzle like that. It's totally up to you. Melted or crushed candy canes also would work and look really pretty as well. So I'm going to do a couple more and I'll show you the finished product when we come back. So there you go, everybody, how to make Starbucks Peppermint Mocha Cupcakes. The batch that I showed you how to make makes about 20 cupcakes, and I hope that you find lots of friends to share them with during this holiday season. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again next time.